Welcome back to DGC News, the home of disc golf news and updates and the neighbor of Greg and Karen. I'm your host, Max Hyzer. Tonight, a frantic 911 call made in Springfield, Missouri. We'll have more on that in just a moment, but first, the news. Jeremy Big Jerm Koling recently announced that due to high levels of snacking and low levels of self-control during the recent quarantine, he is now officially Jeremy Biggest Jerm Koling, telling the press through mouthfuls of Funyuns, "You're not gonna find a better Jeff anywhere at this point." Biggest Jerm said he's looking forward to competing again and finding out what sort of snacks they'll have at the hospitality tent. Shocking news hit the world of putting today when former world putting champion Matt Bell missed a 26-footer during a casual round. An eyewitness report said, Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry. Apparently that information was fabricated. Matt Bell has in fact not missed a putt at that length for several years. The state of Texas released a warning to the rest of the U.S. this morning, threatening to secede from the union again if Paul Ulibarri is allowed to play any more events there. We spoke to the social media manager of the state of Texas, Connor, who said, "It's just a branding issue. We want to be known for good disc golf, and Paul just doesn't play well here." When we reached out to Mr. Ulibarri to determine whether he would continue to play Texas events, he said, "Who is this?" And now for tonight's top story. Authorities in Springfield, Missouri have been looking for a missing disc after a frantic 911 call by its owner, Kevin Thompson. That call was just released to the press this morning. Let's listen in.
911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, I've been out at Harriet Park for an hour looking for my favorite driver, and
sir, Sir, calm down. Tell me where you're at.
I don't know. It's Harriet Park. I
Sir?
just typed it into UDisc, and then I clicked
Sir?
the directions thing. I don't even know where I'm
Okay, sir, I need you to
where I was
calm
going.
down.
My phone just told me which way to turn and stuff.
Okay, sir, I've got that park pulled up on the UDisc website right now.
Wait, you don't need the app?
No, sir, it looks like if you go to udisc.com/courses, you can access their entire database of courses right from a web browser.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Okay, please say again, sir, what driver was it that you lost?
I mean, it was my baby.
And what was the color and mold, sir? And on what hole was it last seen?
Well, it was a green Innova Champion Groove, and I threw it near the pond on Hello? Hello?
A statewide dragnet has been put in place in spite of criticism that a much smaller net or just a long stick would work much better. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the show tonight, my producer has let me know that there are several faithful supporters of this broadcast who have been waiting on-air credit for quite some time. It's got to be frustrating waiting on a shout-out while some procrastinating content creator uses your support money just to pay the Brent. We realize that treating our Patreon supporters well is the absolute best branding we could do and are committed to delivering more timely shout-outs from here on out. Go to discgolfcomedy.com to sign up to get yourself a shout-out, and while you're there, vote for DGC News as the #1 news source in disc golf media by filling out our online ballot. For DGC News, I'm Max Hyzer. Thank you and good night.